Hey, everybody. It's me, Jim, Final Neuron. Let me get my. There we go. Great lighting. I actually have light in here. Uh, yep, I'm just going to be editing some videos. I figured why not stream it? Some random weirdo might be interested in watching how I edit videos. I'm not going to be talking a lot. If somebody comments, I'll talk. Okay, so where was I? Oh man, I'm gonna have to remember I'm streaming so I don't do something embarrassing. I mean, I'd never do anything. I would never. Hmm. What I found is the main thing to do when editing this game is just cut out all of the silence. It's a slow paced game that I love a lot, but boy, there's a lot of silence. And like this right here, do you know how many times I hear myself say over and over and over and over and over and over during the course of one of these videos? Yeah, that's not exactly content, is it? Wipe out. Wipe it out? Yeah. Okay. Boy, that is not running well. It may be because I'm streaming. I don't know if that'll be interesting, but it's relevant. Wait, wait, wait. Europea. From behind? Sure. Freaking cockatrices. Cockatrices. So in general, I try to leave as much of the fights in as I can. Um, I try to leave all the fights in when the fights matter. When I'm just cleaning up, it's like, do you care to see me beat up on a solo unit? That's fine. Quiet, quiet, quiet. All of that stuff that needs to come out of a video. Yeah. Yeah. I said in a previous video that ISOM had a thing for Europea. Yeah, it's not running great. My general philosophy with deciding where to cut exactly is I will cut maybe a half second after I've said something useful or a second after I've said something interesting. If I'm changing the topic, I might leave a couple of seconds there so that people have time to absorb what they just heard and prepare to shift topics. And then I will cut right in front of the next thing. So that's why I cut right here, right in front of where I'm going to say the next thing. To me, the transition just looks a little better that way, especially when I've got the game running and it's got music in the background. And those constant cuts in the music can sound a little bit jarring and really break up the flow of watching it. But if you cut right before you speak, what happens is your voice is the very next thing that happens, and it kind of overrides that gap in the music. So, oh, oatmeal, cough check. So the part that you're going to speak overrides that tiny little weird discordant gap in the music, and it makes the transition a lot better to suddenly switch to your voice. Ironically enough, just cut there. That is so slow. I'll probably what I'll do is I'll compress the time here. I'll put a few cuts in. To oops, get rid of that. That was some kind of transition effect I accidentally put there. So it's not running cleanly, but you'll see what happens when we go over this transition. Um, I'm gonna stop streaming in a minute because it's running super choppy. But that's my general philosophy on how to make cuts and where to cut and how much space to leave in. Yeah, there's no need to have repeating ifs. So that's pretty much what I do with all of my videos. And that's why it takes so long. Like a 2 hour video will take at least 2.5 hours to 3 hours to edit, playing the same parts over and over, trying to cut out anything that just plain isn't fun to watch, and managing the transitions so they're not too jarring or weird. Anyway, like I said, um, video editing is pretty demanding on your system. I've got a very middling system, so I'm not too worried about, um, performing normally. But doing video editing and streaming, eh, it's probably a reason not a lot of people do that. There's probably a really good reason. So anyway, I'm going to cut it there. Oh well.